Hey guys, I am back with a top 5 zombie film video. Before I get started though, I'm going to go over the rules that I made for myself real quick. The first rule was I couldn't pick any George Romero movies. The second rule is I couldn't pick any films that were inspired by George Romero movies, which would include films like Return of the Living Dead and Lucio Fulci's Zombie. And third, I couldn't choose any zombie comedy movies. And fourth, these films had to be the Living Dead style of zombie as opposed to the virus born. Alright, so at number 5 we have Dead Girl. And this is kind of like a twisted coming of age story. It's about these two young boys that one day are messing around in an abandoned hospital when they stumble upon a female zombie that's kind of tied to a gurney. And they don't tell the authorities about it, but one of the boys decides to turn the zombie into like a sex slave. And that's basically the basis of this movie. It's really, really interesting. I chose this one because it was different from most of the other zombie movies. Like, this isn't an outbreak movie. It's more of a twisted kind of coming-of-age type story. And I really like the performance of the female lead, which is the zombie here. Really do like this film. I wouldn't mind seeing a sequel to this as well. Alright, so number 5, Dead Girl. At number 4, we have The Dead 2. I chose this one over the first film because I actually like this one a little bit better. The first film was set in Africa, and this one is set in India. And the settings was pretty much sets this series apart from the other zombie movies because it took place in like third world countries and continents. This one's about this a young guy. He's like a foreign aid worker that gets separated from his fiancée during an outbreak, and he's trying to get back to her before she gets killed by the zombies. That's basically the plot of this one. I do like these films. It's like a zombie road film type of thing. So at number 4 we have The Dead 2. At number 3 we have The Horde. This is a French zombie film from 2010. This one's basically Die Hard with zombies. Basically, at the start of this film, you have these crooked cops that lost one of their own to this gang of drug dealers. So they decide to do this raid to get revenge. But in the middle of doing the raid, there's a zombie outbreak, so they all get trapped in this apartment building, and they're trying to survive tonight. And they're trying to team up to, make it through. Really do enjoy this film a lot. I think it's really cool. Even though the zombies are more like 28 days later as opposed to the regular zombies, although they're quick moving, but it's a cool movie. Very bloody as well. Alright. At number 2, we have Quarantine, which is the remake of Wreck. And I really wanted to put Wreck on this list. But if you've seen the movie, you know that the zombie outbreak is more demonic possession as opposed to like a regular zombie outbreak, Living Dead type of thing. Whereas this one, they didn't do the possession thing. So basically, this one you have like this TV reporter, played by Jennifer Carpenter, who's doing a feature story on these firefighters, and they go on this call to an apartment building, and they end up getting quarantined in the building, and there's like really a zombie outbreak, and they're stuck in there, and they're trying to survive the night. Really do like this one. This one's a PV point of view type horror movie. Really like this one a lot. The sequel to this really sucked. The sequel to Wreck was much better though. Alright, at number 1 we have Let Sleeping Corpses Lie. And this one's really awesome. This is from 1974, which I found was really interesting because this one was released in between Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead, because most of the knockoffs to Dawn of the Dead came out after, and this one really isn't a knockoff. You got this couple that are going to the countryside, and they come to this town that's at the beginning of a zombie apocalypse, and I really like the origin for this zombie outbreak, which is agricultural in nature, which I thought was kind of interesting because they were trying to do some kind of pesticidal thing, and it didn't work out too well for them. This film goes by another title too, The Living Dead in Manchester Morgue, and I think there's a poster for that in here. This looks like it's in German, and there's also some text in here. This is an early Anchor Bay release. A lot of the early VHS would have some text on the inside covers of their VHS tapes and DVDs, as you can see here. Not really a big fan of this artwork, but what are you going to do? Alright guys, so that's my list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you all next time.